Welcome back to our signing day special inside the Switzer Center. I'm Chris Plank. We'll welcome in this large man who could hurt me right now if necessary in just a second. But first of all, let's give you a tally, as you can find right here at Soonersports.com. 22 letters of intent. We believe there's a 23rd. In fact, there is a 23rd, and we hope to have more information on that coming up before we wrap up here with Brannon Green. Now, Brannon, first of all, welcome to campus. You've been on campus for a while. How's the experience been?
It's going good. Getting in there with Smitty and his staff, getting me stronger, faster. That's what I was looking forward to, is elevating my game when I came in.
All right, I'm going to make this real easy because I've got questions loaded up for you, but we want to thank all the fans who have been taking part in this all day long, including Courtney Hayes, who dropped us a note at OU_football on Twitter. Continue to follow us all day long. We'll continue to give you updates. And Brannon, she has a question for you, which is, what player in OU history is the most similar to you, and what Sooner would you model your game after?
I'd say Brody Eldridge. He's a Kansas guy, wide, good blocker. But, I like to be Eldridge and Grisham combined, like hands and be able to block. And that's my goal here. So.
By the way, congratulations to Courtney with that question. She wins a pair of tickets to the OU Red-White game on April 14th, courtesy of our good friends at the OUIT store who have had our back all day long. Well, you come from the JUCO ranks.
Yeah.
Has it been a challenge now that you're on a D1 campus to get that balance between the workouts with Schmitty, between class and everything that's expected of a D1 athlete, Brannon?
Yeah, it's different. There's more than one building here. My JUCO, there's one building, so it's easy to find. But, it's been a tough transition. But going into my third week, everything's calmed down a little bit. And I'm liking it a lot.
Now, and not just at the JUCO ranks, but also from a very small town in Kansas, right? Altamont, Kansas?
Yeah, about 1,000 people.
Oh,
no
man.
stoplights.
No stoplights, not two, not even one QT.
No. No.
But from that perspective, it's got to be, this has to be a rewarding day and a very special day, not just for you, Brannon, but for your family and the entire community.
Oh, yeah. It was very special to me and my family. Coming from a small town, didn't get very many looks out of high school, and it just shows that hard work pays off.
And you won championships, too, with the Labatt County Grizzlies,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So
took that championship tradition to the JUCO ranks. So let's watch a little bit of Brannon Green and have him talk us through his highlights. There you see from Fort Scott Community College in Kansas. You mentioned like a Brody Eldridge, and it's funny, Brannon, because that's the exact description that Coach Stoops gave us when he came on earlier.
Oh, yeah, he's – hard worker, good blocker. But I want to show him that I have hands too.
It's easy to get almost stereotyped as one or the other, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
And I know for you, you're a solid run blocker, and that's what people say. But as we'll see right here, Brannon, you can not only find the open seam, but you have the hands and the speed to make a big play.
Oh, yeah, definitely. That's what I want to evolve my game is making that run after the catch, breaking tackles, because we ran the ball a lot at Fort Scott, and that's what we strive for, was to be a better blocker, because they knew I had hands, but they wanted me to elevate my game and do both.
How much have you seen the tight end position change? And have you always been a tight end?
Yeah, I've always been a tight end since second grade. I idolized Jason Witten growing up. I'm a big Cowboys fan. That's why I wear 82. And, he's not flashy, but he's got good hands and good feet, and he gets the job done.
Let's talk about your transformation physically. Obviously, the excitement with being on campus and working out with Schmitty. But when you enrolled at Fort Scott Community College, you were 6'4", 225. In 18 months, you gained 36 pounds and grew an inch. How much did that help you physically?
Oh, a lot. I was a totally different person going into my second season there, and I just want to continue to get bigger and faster here. I'm not going to quit working.
They say that you have a tremendous motor. Brannon, does that mean you're a guy that's not afraid to get in someone's face out on the field, or just a high energy guy?
I'm high energy, competitive. I'm going to hit somebody in the mouth, lock on, pancake them, and stand over them. That's just my mentality. That's why I've always been. I'm going to bring that toughness mentality to the field.
Great work ethic. How important is it to be a leader, Brannon, by example? In other words, you can talk all you want, but when you're going out and you're making it happen and you're doing it, how much does that obviously help your credibility in the locker room?
Oh, a lot. That's I wanted to gain their respect by working hard, coming in first and everything, going as hard as I can in the weight room. And that's how you gain people's respect, is coming in and working hard.
For you, what was the recruiting process like?
Oh, it was definitely crazy. Coming from high school where I had just a couple looks to, it really picked up. So it was definitely a different deal, with me and my family going on trips and all that. But it was a fun experience.
And overall, so far, as you mentioned, more than one building here on campus. But so far, what's the experience of college life been for you?
Oh, it's been great. It was, like I said, tough at first, finding everything. But once I've calmed down, and it's been great. So.
Let's talk real quick before we let you run. Let's talk real quick about those around you. When you look at this class, there's a lot of tight ends in this class with you, Brannon. That's got to be exciting because there's an opportunity to play right away, but you got a lot of guys you'll be competing with.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I love competing. Like, I bring on the competition, that's the fun part of it. And I got some good players around me, so it's going to be a fun deal.
That's awesome. Listen, Brannon, thanks so much for coming on with us. Really good stuff, and welcome to the college life, man. Get to know all those buildings instead of just the one. We appreciate you. Yep. Hey, another letter of intent has just come in from running back Damian Williams, so let's get the scoop from Cale Gundy. Don't go anywhere. The OU running backs coach is going to join us next here on Soonersports.com.